Hello, this is Alekius, and welcome back to Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts, where we are looking at readdressing Torpedo the Dreadnought after finally successfully recording the design of Dreadnought. Based on our previous experience, I think I'm going to go with the balanced text. I'll note, just like the last episode, we are on the new version, and that includes improved damage for torpedoes. So I think we're going to look at the 3-destroyer solution. We'll get our basics up and running. I think we were using 2 enhanced funnels. And turbines, induced boilers, doesn't matter which one. One of the things somebody had pointed out was, well, why spend all the money on Krupp armor? It honestly doesn't matter. You'll note the weight is high. Costs actually go down when we switch armor because we lose a lot of hull weight because that plus 65% hull weight and the minus 15% hull form goes away. And we go over and we look at hull form because someone else has noted, machinery and costs of speed. Hull form affects the engine power needed to achieve top speed. You require less engine power, you require less machinery. Less machinery is less cost and less weight. So that hull weight and hull form going away is huge. If you'll note, price barely changes. So actually, if you have 0 armor, it does not matter which one you select. They all are identical because they don't have that hull form and hull weight malice that iron plate does. As long as you're not using iron plate, it's good. I don't think we need torpedo protection. Reinforced bulkheads seems kind of silly. Stay away from the anti-flood as well. We'll use light shells. We'll reduce the number of shells. I want to focus on the torpedoes. We use the lyddite explosives, so we'll get the greatest chance of fire with our single 5-inch. Not going to worry about reloads. Electric torpedoes, 20-inch. We actually don't need a rangefinder or a radio. And I think we were pushing something like 33 knots at the end of that one episode. I want to stick with the dual torpedo launchers. More than I remember. Get rid of the reinforced bulkheads. Is there anything else I can do? If we reduce, yeah, the bulkheads are good. The reinforced bulkheads add a significant cost. How significant? It's not that much actually. "31 knots for torpedoes is not much for that much. So let's reduce. And reduce again. We have an 800-ton destroyer. We have a forward offset. So with 5%. There we go. Perfectly balanced. Which that offset matters quite a bit too. Longitudinal weight offset, you'll see how much it makes a difference. Or how many things it affects. Drop that off. push that one forward, push this one forward. With 13% offset, we're looking at 4% base accuracy, 7% accuracy penalty from sea waves. Like it makes cruising speed, sea waves, and maneuvering matter more. More flooding chance, more water spread speed, less acceleration, less turning rate, more turning slowdown, harder for the rudder to shift over. Like, there's so many malices. We don't like those things. Alright, slightly different configuration. Doesn't matter. Got it where we want it. I don't think I can get this to be any faster. We're gonna have to settle for what we have now. We only have the one tower. Yeah, we'll do 3 destroyers, 6 torpedoes each, and we'll see how it does. Looks like we're running the Germans, judging by the flagstaff on the fantail. Oh yeah, they have it on the forecastle too. Not really appropriate. At least by the flag standards, I know you put the jack on the jackstaff, which is on the forward portion of the ship, and you put the national flag or national ensign on the flagstaff on the fantail. That's just me being particular. Doesn't matter that much, and it's a lot more recognizable if you have the national flag or the Navy flag on both. Alright. 25% malice for accuracy on gunnery. Gonna dive in as best we can. And we won't be able to tell much until the opposing ship gets fully identified. That one looks like it'll be close. We are at 4 kilometers. The V3 is in the number 2 position, so we'll detach them first. Select. Have them go straight at our other destroyer. Close enough too. Then we'll detach V2. Do the same. Then we'll go back to the V1. We'll have the V1 drop smoke first. Not going to go back to ×5 speed because now we're in our engagement range. Almost identified them. Take a quick look. The Minnesota 5-inch secondaries. Kind of a hex pattern. Oh, we took a hit. 3-inch casemates from the look of it. And they have a torpedo launcher. Shouldn't affect things too much. There's the torpedo they launch. Actually, might be a concern for V3. Angle in just a little bit. Then we'll make our hard turn port. And we'll close in. Alright, we got our torpedoes off. Hopefully it's all 6. I only see 2. That's a range of 1.5 kilometers. I think that's close enough. We'll stitch a parallel course. V3 and the V2. Oh, that's brutal. Get our second smoke going. And we have our second set of torpedoes going. That looks to be a few more. Looks like we're gonna miss completely. No, the forward one might hit. Yeah, it's gonna hit. Let's see how this new and improved torpedo handles. 287 damage. 3 compartments worth of flooding, that's pretty significant, and engine damage. The developers have stated that the angle of impact for torpedoes matters. It's a pretty steep angle, so we're not getting full effectiveness. We can drop the average, thank you. Well, I don't really look at the log so much while I'm recording. Some people have noticed things in the log and notified me afterwards, so I'll leave it. I know others look at it. Okay, more flooding, and we got the engine again. Nothing else though. V2 has yet to launch her torpedoes. Try to angle in and away. No, come on. We want to turn this way. Oh, she's launched now. Doesn't really matter where she goes. Come on, stop trying to go around. Don't always like the pathfinding. We'll drop that smoke. We'll level off here in the hopes that V3 will launch at some point. Curious to see. It looks like she angled out. This might be a clean miss all the way across the board. Yeah. Just 2 torpedoes. Looks like she's got it well in hand. Angle in some. V3 is actually making some decent speed. Looks like her damage control efforts have been effective. Come back to the left. Oh, and V2 is not doing well now. Or V3, both got hit. Wow. V3 get hit with. A torpedo. Oh, I didn't see the torpedo. I forgot they were using them. That's unfortunate. See if we can get a launch at least. And we'll have the V2 try to evacuate. What's going on? Oh, the torpedoes were detonating. Can you launch? Please? Oh, more flooding. About to lose the V3. I hope she launches. Here comes a torpedo to finish her off, in fact. Got to pass in front. Oh, yeah. It looks like this run is completely over at this point. I can hope that the V2 can get off a torpedo launch, but I don't think she'll be able to. We might, yeah, we're not even going to get to see the torpedoes hit. Well, that didn't go too well. I think we were a bit unlucky in the kind of battleship that we rolled. I think we'll leave everything the same. Cost efficiency wise, the 1 and the 2 don't really matter. The 4 is 130, 260, 520. So really we're at 1 or 2 because we're cost limited if we want 3 destroyers. If we want 2 destroyers, we have more options. In fact, I think I'm going to go ahead and go to 2 destroyers. Word offset. There we go. It's not much more though. Give ourselves a little bit more space. Extend the deck even. Go down to 3%. There we go. Actually doesn't give us too much more speed. Now we have the money, we can switch to geared turbines. There you go, I finally said it correctly. And eke out a little bit more speed. So have full everything, electric. You can go to reduced ammo. How much are we looking at for each of these? 2.5 salvos. It's not a lot, but I have a feeling we're either going to win or lose very quickly. 35 knots of speed. We'll see how much. See how much that helps in protecting us from getting hit in the first place. Even reduce some of our defensive measures. I don't know. The more speed we add, the more it costs to add more speed. I think we'll leave it here. We'll see how 2 works out. Go to max speed. There she is. Of the new and improved V2 and V1 destroyers. Here to take on some American battleship of some kind. I wonder if the game auto-generates ships of a style that is appropriate for that country. In which case, taking destroyers against American battleships is probably a bad idea. Not that it matters what our nation is, we're the ones designing it. Alright, we are within 3 kilometers. Let's detach the V1. Make sure she maintains speed. And we'll get our smoke going. The V1 to follow. Go to 3. I'm hearing torpedoes. Hearing torpedoes? Those were our torpedoes. I don't see them. Did we run into them? Because we are pretty fast. I think we're faster than electric torpedoes. There's their torpedo. We have them fully identified. New York class 11s, 8s and 2s. That's actually pretty favorable, despite the fact that they have torpedoes. We are now at 1.6 kilometers. Let's level off and go with a parallel course. And hope for the best. Oh, multiple hits on the V2. Let's stitch a mostly parallel course. I don't think we're going to get many chances now. There's ours. They've shifted targets. Heard the dong. Oh yeah, I was waiting for it. I'm like, they're getting really close. Less than... We're at a kilometer, so I'm not too surprised by that. This is actually pretty dangerous. Quite likely to be finished off here shortly. We won't even get to see any of the torpedoes hit if that happens. Alright, let's check the parallax on these torpedoes. I'm thinking 3. Maybe less. There's one. Good flooding. And it looks like it's just going to be that one. Looks like we'll have to maintain a little bit more range. So let's restart the battle. Cut in and go. Turn off the torpedoes. I think we'll try to stay at about 2 kilometers this time. Try to tighten up the formation. Ooh, wow. I have to close in a little bit differently this time. At almost 3 kilometers. Pop smoke. And have to split them up if you want only one of them to hit their smoke. And we'll start setting them fire torpedoes. Say between 2.5 and 3 kilometers. See how that works out. If they'll fire. Get close to torpedo range. No, that's the flagship penalty range. There we go, there's the torpedo launch. Oh, both sets. That's good. Turn off the torpedoes. We have to marshal all the torpedoes we have. See what a longer range, more standoff spread will look like. Hopefully the North Carolina does not maneuver much. Oh, all 13s and a 3-inch. Or 3 inches. Guns. Looks like we'll get 2 to 4 torpedoes. They've spotted them. They've started their turn. I'm gonna hit this rear one, probably this forward one. There's one, two. I'm gonna hit with this tail one, right on the rudder. And this one, not this one. Alright, that's a good amount of flotation damage. We're at 4.5 kilometers. Let's close in. Oh, we might get her on flotation. I don't think so. Depends on how much this compartment fills up. Are these enough in addition to this one to do it? Oh, she stabilized. Man, that was close. It's gonna be dicey whether we can get a torpedo to hit this angle, this range, without taking devastating damage of our own. Now they're pumping the compartments free. Angle out, keep maneuvering. Looks like she's stabilized at 17%. If we can get one more torpedo, I think that'll be good. Looks like she's maneuvering directly away from us, though. Nope. Why don't you go that way? Oh, she's turning. Does have rudder damage. That level of damage should be affecting her accuracy quite heavily. We don't really get to see what her accuracy modifiers are, though. If I had 3 destroyers, this would have been a little bit better. Might even go for 1 super destroyer. Micromanage those salvos and hope for the best. Alright, let's pop smoke. Keep maneuvering. Yeah, I don't see us being able to hit her easily. Keeps turning directly away from us to, I assume, avoid a follow-up salvo. So we are within 2 kilometers. Get our torpedoes off. Come on. Do it. Do it now. You can do it. Oh, jeez. This is making me really nervous. There it goes. Now we'll angle the other way. Turn back. Hope we can get her to turn more broadside with the torpedoes again. If we get any flooding effects at all, I think that'll be good. Maybe I should have just kept going in that direction, get her to turn into these ones. Too late to cry about it now. And I don't think we're going to hit with any of them. Alright, let's see what we can do then. Down to 37 minutes. We have to catch up. I don't think we'll make it, but I think we have to go in for a close salvo. without cover of smoke. I think we're going to get hit by one of these main rounds as we're closing right now. And it's going to get ugly. Alright, almost to smoke. Ready. Get that smoke going. And we'll maneuver to the other side, as it'll force her to move her main guns. And give us a little bit of time. Take a look. Let's go for the launch. They'll have to traverse. Come on, you can do it. There we go. Oh, if that doesn't take her out, I don't know what will. Please hit her. Oh, it's devastating. We're losing speed, but we got her. Mission complete. At long last, Torpedo the Dreadnought. With the benefits of those heavier torpedoes that work a lot. Now that the devs have boosted the damage and likelihood of flooding, we were able to do it. That was really tough before. I have a feeling the Torpedo Basics mission is a lot easier now as well. Next we have destroyers versus torpedo boats, because we're escorting a battleship that is under attack by 2 cruisers and a bunch of torpedo boats. We have a battleship that we haven't designed, and we get to design the destroyers to keep these torpedo boats off of our battleship. And we have to sink all the torpedo boats. There's probably 70% of the enemies. We might need to sink one of the heavy cruisers, depending on whether they consider 70% be the quantity of enemies or the tonnage of the enemies within 60 minutes. We'll find out next time, though. I'm going to keep this one just a little bit shorter, as we've had quite a few longer episodes. I want to take the time stretching out the battles, and I never know when they're going to take a long time or they're going to be really short. This one, 3 tries, I think, was the total we did for that. And I already kind of knew what I was designing and everything, so it went a bit shorter. But that leaves us at the end. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for staying to the end. Please leave a comment, let me know what you think, and I will see you next time. Take care.